Welcome, all you fire signs, to your weekly energy update. This, of course, is for all my Aries, my Leo, my Sagittarians, no matter where it is at in your chart. And we're going to be looking at the week of February 13th to February 20th, but these are timeless. So if you're coming across this video outside of that time frame, I would still watch and listen because I'm sure there's messages for you if your intuition brought you here. This week, if you are watching it between that time frame, we've got the Leo full moon on February 16th, and I have separate videos that I put out for the Leo full moon by each zodiac sign, and also I'm putting out the March monthlies, so the Marches are already coming out too. So I'll have those linked at the end of the video here if you want to check those out. But for this week, we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Magic of You Oracle. And we're just going to see what the Creator wants you to know about this week. All right, so for our fire signs, what would you like them to know, please? All right, nope, I don't want those. They said they're going to make it very obvious, so there it is. Perfect. And you have paradisical. I'll let you say that word. Card number 24, you belong to paradise. Oh, so paradisical. Very nice. And let's see what message comes from that oracle card here for you. Yeah, my fingers will work. There we go. So it says, trust your innate goodness and expect the best. That is what is attracted to you in this time of your being. It's time to relax and enjoy your own blossoming. Self-love is a popular term and always worth exploring deeply. Unconditional self-love is even more gratifying to explore. The girl of the paradisical, I'm probably murdering saying that, I apologize, has stopped fighting herself. The sweetly scented white petals framing her face are her surrender flags. She finally just loves herself and accepts her innate goodness and beauty. Now is your time to do the same. All life transforms around you into a paradise. Heaven truly is here on earth, in your arms, in your life. Yes, hug yourself and enjoy your bliss. This card can appear as a sign of upcoming improvements in comfort and life, reflecting ease and joy, and even freedom from pain. Positive gifts are assembling around you and will bring you great happiness. So I love that. So definitely, this is about embracing yourself, getting rid of all these judgments that you have for yourself this week. And you can go beyond this week too if you want, but this is definitely this message here for you to really focus in on self-acceptance and self-love and loving yourself unconditionally. You know, you give so much to others and you love so many people and have so much compassion for others. This week is about focusing all that beautiful love on yourself. We're also going to pull from the Sun and Moon Tarot to see what else the Creator wants you to know about this week. But that is definitely a well-deserved self-love hug. Unconditional. No conditions. So what else do you want our fire signs to know about this week, please? What else this week? Okay. These three. Okay, we said start with these three, so we will. Yeah, you have the Two of Cups. This is great. Cups are emotions. And the Two of Cups is really about this awareness of the two of you that are living within you. You have your human self, and you have your higher, powerful self. You have the human character, and you have the heavenly actor behind this character. And I actually put out videos starting this year on a series that Spirit wants to communicate, and it's all about you ×2, which will be linked at the end of this video too, because this is all about embracing this self-love, having this wholeness come in. And I love this full moon here too, with the Leo full moon happening on the 16th. Really, even, set a date night. I know Valentine's Day is this week. But so the 16th, have this be this little love. Yeah, because here's love at the top. I totally spaced that. So this is all about your self-love, embracing the two of you. You have your human side that's so hungry for unconditional love, but it looks outside of itself for its validation and for its wholeness and completeness, because that's what we've been told to do, what we've been taught to do, right? So we look into relationships like Valentine's Day and, what are they going to do for me? How are they going to make me feel loved? And how are we going to show others that they're loved? But we're always going to fall short, because no one's ever going to love us to the extent that we can love ourselves. Same thing with circumstances like, work or job, something like those, or things like possessions, your body, your bank account, all those things. We're taught to look out there for our wholeness and completeness, and it leaves us feeling empty. But when we are disappointed enough, we're turned inward to our self-love, and this is what this is talking about too, is you find paradise from within. So I love that. Yeah, and then you have the sun. This is victory. This is warmth. This is wholeness and completeness. It's one of the most victorious, abundant cards in the entire deck. So this is about you're feeling this abundance. Feel the sun, feel yourself. And I love that the sun shines and is itself. It doesn't worry about what it gets in return. It simply is, and it's whole and complete and full, and everyone else gets the overflow. And that's what happens when we fill up with self-love, when we fill up with unconditional love. We don't feel empty. We don't feel bitter or resentful that everyone is taking away our life force and we're not having enough to be whole and complete. We are full and whole, and everyone else gets that overflow. It's like that. It's like this cup. You have this huge cup, and all this beautiful love is flowing in. It fills up, and then everyone else gets what goes over the edge. Whereas before, you might have felt more like a barrel, and everyone's plugged in and sucking all the life out of you, to where there's always, the level is always low, and you feel like drained, like I said, drained, resentful, and all that water, all that, flow that's going out is bitter and sour. Whereas when you fill up with unconditional love from the inside out, all that is so sweet and so delicious that people get, even if they get one drop of it. Whereas before they had like streams of that energy before, that bitter sour energy. One drop of that sweet nectar that overflows is what it is more than feeling all that other emotion that they'd felt for so long. And then you have the Eight of Wands. Wands is your drive, your ambition, your aha inspiration. And I love this one where it's this beautiful energy is flowing out. And it does say swiftness here, which this is about action. It's about movement happening in your life, like things that are going to be happening this week come flowing in, and before you know it, it's gone. It's like quick flowing, which is great. It's like wonderful things come, experience them in the moment. Don't try to hold on to things that's going to flow right out, but anything else that you are uncomfortable with also flows in and out. So it's a very fast flowing week for you. This also represents, the wands is your passion, but it's also your spiritual energy. And so this also can represent messages coming from spirit for you as well. So this week, when you're filling up with all this beautiful love, that is the frequency at which spirit lives and speaks. It's unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter. So as you focus on this week, then what you can do is be still and listen. Because when you're at that frequency, you don't hear as much noise. When you're focusing on that inner love, you'll be able to hear the whispers of the messages of love from above, and not so much all that noise of the chaos of the outside world, all those relationships and circumstances and possessions and all that I was talking about. You really get to hear and see things from a different perspective when you focus in on that. Right, and then what else? Okay. These are your final two messages. Yep, so temperance is all about the balance. And you can see here, try to not have the glare on there, they have 2 cups, like these 2 of cups, the higher cup flowing into the lower cup. She has 1 foot on land, 1 foot on water, which this is that unconditional love and that balance of the 2 worlds coming in. So they're really reinforcing that this is about this. You can see the yin and the yang, or the yin and the yang, however you pronounce it. It's all about this balance of the higher world and the lower world, the spiritual world and your human world. So this week is all this self-love. It's about finding it from within, and that beautiful higher cup pouring down into that lower cup, like we had mentioned. Any of the 4 of Swords. Truce. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your mentalities, your attitudes, your expectations. And the 4 of Swords is great because the 4s are a very solid foundation. Think of like a big table with 4 thick legs. That table is very strong. And so this is about it says truce here, but this is about a mental rest. It's about peace of mind. So this week, as you get out of your mind and into your heart, you have this beautiful, like I said, peace that comes about because you're not focusing on all these expectations in the outside world. If you focus in on your relationships and what that means about you and your circumstance and what does that mean about you and your body and your possessions and your bank account, what does that mean about you? Yeah, that's that chaos we were talking about. That would be the 3 of Swords, which is the card of expectations, all those should be's and supposed to be's and need to be's and have to be's and must be's. That's where all our stress in our human side comes from, because we fear, what does it mean if one of those things is not met? What does it mean about us? But when you're filling up with this unconditional love for yourself, no conditions, then it's like this truce is called, and you have this rest, this peace of mind as you fill up with this beautiful love this week. So this is great, especially, happy Valentine's Day to you. If you don't have a date, you're not with someone, or even if you are, take yourself out on a date. You especially on the full moon on the 16th, definitely take time for you and give yourself the love that you've been looking for. And then when you have no expectations of what everyone else is supposed to be given to you, anything anyone gives is above and beyond, because you're going to give yourself everything you need from within. So everything else anyone else gives you is above and beyond and extra and more abundant. So shine bright this week, because you definitely have this capacity to feel a great amount of love from the inside out. So love, love, love. Love, love, love. All right, I'm going to leave the reading there. I do want to let you know, in addition to these readings, I also do monthly readings for each zodiac sign, like I mentioned. The March monthlies are out now. And I also do new moon, full moon readings, like we talked about with Leo. So all of that, if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, and then also click the subscribe button, and that'll bring up this little notification bell, then you can set your setting for all to be notified when any new videos on this channel come out. Also, that helps spread the love, because when you like a video or share it or subscribe to someone's channel, that just makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy and happy it wants to share the videos with other people as well. So if you feel so inclined to do any of that, of course, I am so grateful for that, but never any pressure to do so. And as you're going throughout this week, and really every day and every single moment of your life, please know that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon, and until then, you take care.